News Central now at this hour begins in Nigeria's capital, where leaders of the ruling All Progressives Congress converged on Abuja on Wednesday for its National Executive meeting. That's the National Executive Committee meeting, holding at the party's National Secretariat. The NEC meeting, the first since Tinubu's assumption of office in May 2023, comes a day after the National Caucus meeting of the party. All roads leading to the venue of the meeting on Blantyre Street were cordoned off by a combined team of armed security men, including soldiers from the Guards Brigade. Despite the release of an accredited list of reporters on Wednesday morning by the party spokesman Felix Moka, vehicular and human movement on Blantyre Street were equally restricted, leaving journalists outside. President Bola Tinubu and Vice President Kashim Shettima are both in attendance, along with some early arrival, comprising National Working Committee members, a forum of state chairmen, former Governor of Zamfara State Abdulaziz Yari, Minister of Budget and National Planning Atiku Bagudu, and Deputy Speaker Benjamin Kalu. Conspicuously absent from the NEC meeting were former President Muhammadu Buhari, former Governor of Kaduna State Nasir El-Rufai, and former Governor of Rivers State and ex-Minister of Transportation Rotimi Amaechi. Now for more on this, we are joined by our correspondent Amadin, who's going to be giving us a special report. Amadin, good afternoon. Thank you very much for joining us this afternoon. Can you please tell us what's transpiring at the meeting currently?
Okay, Madino, what exactly happened was that, first of all, the meeting was concluded just a few minutes ago. Just like you said, President Bola Tinubu was in attendance with the Vice President, the President of the Senate, Governor Amadin, the Speaker of the House of Representatives, and also several governors cited Ogun State, Governor of Blantyre State after here. So it was time for members of the National Executive Committee of the All Progressives Congress to review the situation in the party, review what had been happening, and then try to resolve whatever issues threatens to disaggregate the party. So what happened was that the President of the Senate, the national chairman of the All Progressives Congress, the Speaker of the House of Representatives, the Imo State Governor, who happens to be the chairman of the APC Governors Forum, and several others gave short speeches. Now, what was unanimous in all what they said was that they reviewed the policy of the President and said that he had been bold to push forward those policies, though unpopular at the time they were bringing forward. But now the nation is beginning to see some kind of respite. Now the nation is beginning to see a reduction in inflation. Nigeria is beginning to see a rebounding of the economy. So every member here present unanimously moved the motion and adopted it in support of President Bola Tinubu.
Now, Amadin, the caucus meeting held just last night. Are there any matters that might have emanated from the caucus meeting inside of the NEC meeting from today?
Now, remember that the caucus, just like you said, the caucus meeting met yesterday, and it still also reviewed the situation in the party. That caucus meeting preceded the NEC meeting. The NEC meeting, just like I have told you, I saw several key members of the All Progressives Congress, and they looked at the party. Remember that before that there were fears that the APC was beginning to have internal crisis. You listed some members, high-profile members of the party who have been agreed but did not attend this NEC meeting, and some of them did not attend the caucus meeting. So it was time for the APC to do a sort of introspection, look within, and then one thing that was very clear was that the President of the Senate, all members of the party, that in as much as they were throwing their weight behind the president, it was also good to review the 2023 elections and also review states that the APC traditionally used to do very well. States like Kaduna and states like Lagos, which they did not do well in the last general elections. And he urged all members that yes, the euphoria right now is high. They are going to see results, but it is also time to reflect, because it is just 2 years from the next general election.
Amadin, at the NEC meeting, were there any address regarding rumors of discord or crisis inside of the APC? Did any of that sort of information, was that addressed at all by the APC?
Now, first of all, let me explain what happened. When we came in, the national chairman gave his speech. After the national chairman's speech, all the press were politely asked to leave so that they would discuss as a family. We are not yet privy to what was discussed in our absence. If they talked about this crisis, if they talked about the position of the former governor of Kaduna, Nasir El-Rufai, who was the founding member of the party. But when we came back, when they had discussed as a family after their own executive session, and they ushered the press back into the venue, nobody made mention of any crisis. Nobody made mention of any situation that had to do with some agreed members of the party. But one thing that we were sure of was that all members of the NEC spoke in support of the president, commended the president for his own announcements and daily reforms, and commended the president that Nigeria is beginning to see light at the end of the tunnel. Remember that when the president made those policy moves, talked about the stabilization of the forex market. Nigeria went into a crisis, went into an inflation, but they are commending the president that he stuck to his guns, that right now Nigeria and Nigerians are beginning to see some kind of respite. And they believe that if it continues on this trajectory, in the next few months, Nigerians will begin to afford the APC because already cost of foodstuffs are already going down. The inflation that we've working hard has reduced from about 18.2 to about 12.5. So they emphasize that they wanted the president to continue on the same trajectory, hoping that by the end of the year, Nigeria would have taken a turn from the hardship and difficulty.
Well, Amadin, I want to say thank you very much for bringing us this special report, and very timely right after the NEC meeting. We'll continue to come back to you for more information about what's transpired therein. Thank you very much, Amadin.